Hi guys, it's One Love Ted, and in our afternoon stories, like I said, we're reading the Pushcart War, and this is chapter 6, the Peanut Butter Speech. One of the first people to speak out against the growing danger was a man named Archie Love. Archie Love was running for mayor at the time, and he promised to reduce the number of trucks in the streets. It looked briefly as if Archie Love might be elected on the strength of this promise alone. But that was before Archie's opponent, Emmett P. Cudd, who was already mayor and did not want to lose his job, made his famous peanut butter speech in Union Square. Mayor Cudd repeated the peanut butter speech 90 times in 1 week. It went more or less as follows. Friends and New Yorkers, New York is one of the biggest cities in the USA. We are proud of that fact. What makes a city big? Big business, naturally. And what is the difference between big business and small business? It is this. If you order 14 cartons of peanut butter, you are running a small business. If you order 400 cartons of peanut butter, you are running a big business. 14 cartons of peanut butter you can get delivered in a station wagon. But for 400 cartons of peanut butter, you need a truck, and you need a big truck. Big trucks mean progress. My opponent, Archie Love, is against trucks. He is, therefore, against progress. Maybe he is even against peanut butter. Naturally, all the truck drivers voted to re-elect Mayor Cudd, and so did a lot of other people. Very few people wanted to be against progress. No one wanted to be against peanut butter, and everyone wanted to be proud of their city because they always had been. Thus, Archie Love did not get elected, and the trucks kept getting bigger. As the trucks increased in size, traffic, as Archie Love had predicted, grew steadily worse until in the spring before the Pushcart War, the city was one big traffic jam most of the time. One day it took a taxi 4 hours to drive 5 blocks. The passenger in the taxi was Professor Lyman Cumberly, who did not complain because he was working on his large object theory of history and found the situation interesting from a scientific point of view. During this ride, Professor Cumberly fell into conversation with an impatient young man from Seattle who was trapped in an adjoining taxi. The young man was shocked that so many New Yorkers accepted the terrible conditions in their streets without protest, and Professor Cumberly recalls that the visitor had definite ideas what should be done about the trucks. In fact, encouraged by Professor Cumberly's interest, the young man flew back to Seattle and wrote a book. The book, called The Enemy in the Streets, was a fearless attack on the trucks. However, as the author was unknown, the book did not receive much notice at the time it was published. It is remembered today largely because the author is now the President of the United States. And that's my chapters today of the Pushcart War. Tomorrow will be chapter 7, The Words That Triggered the War. Wenda Gambling's Innocent Remark. We'll see you later tonight for a bedtime story. Thanks for tuning in.